is the other one. I was just doing the Apache build. So here's the other one to go over. This is one of our custom dials that we do like an interesting oxidation thereafter, and get some funky colors on it. So we've got a ship, pirate ship, however you want to reference it. But as you can see in the light, it bounces off nicely, so you can get some purples in there, some oranges, you know, some copper-esque looking colors. So, but it's only when it hits that light that it really kind of pops. And so we did this one on an antique bronze cerakote case, box stock engraved, anchor engraved crown, and then also antique bronze buckle. Sorry, lost the word there. So this is an actual stripped down brass bezel. So this was chrome at one time, and we stripped it down, muriatic acid, and it's brass, and then backfilled it in black. Did a black handset on there, and then a custom painted second hand that's antique. It's an antique bronze-esque. Granted, it's not as dark brown, but that's what it's actually supposed to be. And then loomed it. So custom painted second hand there. Got a smaller window exhibition case back for those wanting where this is more of a dress watch, so it's not very tall. Gilded rotor, stainless steel movement holder that you can't really see, because when you use those small windows, there are, you know, less height to it overall. This is one of my super soft leathers, very pliable, very super soft, and that is the build as a whole. Now, as always, these are held on with a tension ring, so it can go left, it can go right. There's no clicking involved. This is an automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, you can put it on a winder, or you can wear it to keep the time. But if it is completely dead, or you're not going to be very active, go ahead and wind it. So if you unscrew the crown, as it comes off the threads, you'll hear it clicking. You haven't pulled on it or anything, but it's off the threads. You feel a little bit of play. You can now wind it. A wind this way winds it. This way doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to figure out the spacing on there and wind. So there's ways to get larger winds out of it, like rolling your thumb further like that. But if you do this for about 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, you will keep it going even if you're not very active throughout the day, not really lose time. If you do it something closer to 20 seconds like what I do, since I put these down and make sure they're good the next day, you will max out your 31-hour power reserve. But you can wind these all day, as you'll never know when it's maxed out. It's got reversers on the back, and it will just not add any more pressure to the mainspring. So this is winding it. If you can hear it clicking, you're winding it. It's a lot easier to wind it like this than it is to do this maneuver, which you can't see. I already had pushed it on, and I'm starting to thread it back down. So I can kind of use my finger as a buffer to kind of hold it off there. So you're kind of pulling back, but you're not pulling into that first click, if that makes sense. There you go. You can see some more of the cool colors there. And then pull it out to the one and only click. You can now set your time. It's not a hacking movement, so it's going to continue to tick about. And you're kind of pulling on it as you set it, but you'll notice you've got a wobble crown. So it's deflecting lateral pressure and rolling instead of putting that into the stem and transferring it into the movement. So, okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:15 a.m.
It's 11:15 a.m. Also makes it nice and easy to push it right back over and thread back down. So there is the build as a whole. As always, comes with kick-ass matching beads. This one will come in a nice brown special edition box. I know how it doesn't like to focus in on anything in particular. And will come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts, non-toxic, non-residue, non-streaking. Some leather conditioner to make sure this stays perfectly soft. Just rub it on, let it set, and then remove any excess. And then some fine scratch remover, which is Novus 2 repackaged, essentially like a polywatch from Amazon. If you get a scratch in the acrylic glass, just put a little bit on and buff against it, filling that scratch. Generate a little bit of heat using a microfiber behind your thumb, and about 15 seconds later you will have that buffed out and perfectly shiny again. It will feel like pledge on wood, but a little bit will go a long way, so don't use a shitload because you're just going to get it everywhere. So that's that build. Hopefully you guys like it. That is the, I don't know if you want to call it a pirate ship. It's just an older style wood ship that's oxidized and looks super cool. So pips going all around it. The only thing pipped on this is that center 12. Everything else is all the pips are in there are loomed, the hands are loomed, and that part's loomed. So that is the build as a whole. Hopefully you guys like it, and if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I will try and see what I can do for you. And if you want to continue to see these builds in real time, like and subscribe, as I do them all the time. Thanks, guys.